Well, hello, YouTubers. It is I, the big, and I do mean big, D. Now, first, show the brother some love. Hit that subscribe button. Trying to get to the 4,000 mark. You're just not cooperating. Hit that subscribe button. It won't hurt. You'll feel better for doing it. 2, hit the bell icon so you don't miss anything. Don't want you to miss out. And I guarantee you that little icon will not bite you. Now, first, you may be wondering, why am I wearing, what will it be, boy or girl t-shirt? Well, Big D is going to be a grandpa, and it's going to be a boy. That's right. See the little blue thingy? It's a boy. That's right. Big announcement today. Big D is going to be a grandpa. So, I was asked this question. And it's really a good question, and I'm going to answer this question because it's a good question, and that is, can you really make money being an expediter? Well, if you couldn't, Alan and I wouldn't be doing it. Simple answer. Now, how much can you make? Everybody wants to know how much money. That depends on you. Now, if you want to work 9 to 5 and be home every weekend and, well, you make some money. I mean, there's a guy out there who makes $500 a week and thinks he's doing great. He doesn't know yet he could go to McDonald's and make that. He bought a $50,000 van. It's away from home for $500 clear a week. But hey, my first week out, before I went on vacation, I made $2,700. Take out my expenses. Last video, if you haven't watched it, go back and watch it. I talked about the cost of getting in. And one of the biggest things is don't go out and buy a $50,000 van. You're nuts. Why? Because you have to pay that payment, $50,000. I can buy 2 for what I paid for mine almost. 2. So I paid like $26,500, somewhere in there. And I have a payment of what, around $300 a quarter, something stupid like that. So, you're figuring not even $100 a week. And my insurance runs roughly $100 a week. So my weekly expense comes to $200 or $800 a month. I know people out there who have $1,600 to $2,000 a month overhead, which means you got to make that money before you start collecting any. So if you take the $2,700, let's take away $25 and take away $300 in gas, and I made roughly $2,200 clear that week. Not a shabby week. I didn't work hard. You can make money. Money is good. But you're going to have to learn how to do this. And that's what these videos are for, to teach you how to make money. I've made 6 figures every year. Alan's made 6 figures. We do that. Okay? But we've learned to keep our expenses low and our profits high. How do we do it? Simple. We've learned to locate the areas where we get freight. Shocking. I know. Everybody tells you, deadheading's bad. Well, sometimes deadheading's good. I'll give you an example of that. That week I did $2,700. I ended up in Macon, Georgia. They have freight there, but I immediately called Alan and said, hey, I'm going to move over to Atlanta. That's a 160-mile drive, roughly. My doggy's over here crying. He is a little puppy. In case you haven't seen my doggy. There's my doggy. There's puppy. That's my big boy. The little boy is down here on the floor chewing up anything he can get his teeth on. But I made the move. And I wasn't there but 15 to 20 minutes before I was on my way to Maryland. Next morning, from basically Maryland to Upper Michigan, and from there back to Florence home. All because I made the decision to move that direction. Why? Well, that's where the freight is. 108 gallons of gas, $25. That's what it cost me. And, you know, that move probably made me, let's see, well over $1,000 for $25. Cha-ching. You have to learn when to do this. Okay? The last video is telling you about how much it's going to cost you to get in. I'm going to give you the straight numbers. Everybody wants to go out there and tell you, oh, you can just jump in here and do it for nothing. Well, you can cheapen it down. I mean, heck, you can buy yourself a $40 cot, Coleman, sleep on it. I did my first 6 months. Yeah, 6 months I was out there on a Coleman. 20 degree below sleeping bag I got from Amazon. And that's what I slept on. Was it comfortable? No. A little foam on top of it did help, but you know what do you do? Alan slept on a board. We didn't have all the comforts at home. Okay? You're going to need the safety protection gear. You're going to have that. That's required. That's about $100. You know, you don't have to put $5,000 down in your van, but you are going for a commercial loan. So if your credit score isn't up, the more you put down, the better your chances of getting approved. Now, I got approved because I had an 800 beacon score, so I wasn't that concerned about it. And I had $8,500 down from my trade. It was paid for. So I wasn't too concerned about it. But if that's a concern, the more you put down, the better chances you are getting approved. Now, you can do it with 2. You may be able to do it with 1. Depends on your credit score, folks. Now, Benji can cry, and he's over here getting, he's playing. That's my boy. That's my doggy. He's being feisty. Because I'm going back in service in the morning, and back out on the road, I replaced the throttle body and everything, and done some other stuff to it. And hi there, got a chew boy. Got his chewy. I get to hold it. But anyway, you know, I got that all done, got the clothes all cleaned and packed and ready to go, and the van's ready, it's sitting there, and should have fixed the problem. We're going to do a couple shorties to make sure before I go taking any distance, but I'm planning 2 to 3 weeks out, nonstop. It's called grinding, folks. That's how you make money. Okay? I've been off for 3 weeks, basically, so I'm going to go out and hit 3 weeks. Make those monies. Now, you know, if I stay on average of around $2,500 a week, $7,500 in 3 weeks ain't too bad. But you got to be in position to do it. Now, like I said, that's up to you. If you don't want to work hard, you know, you want to get your 9 to 5 and 8 hours sleep, you're not going to get near that. And that's just the way it is. That's your decision to make. How hard you want to work and how much money you want to make. If you're going to go home every day and weekends, you're not going to make as much. But if you're willing to grind, you can make money. And these videos are telling you how. I mean, I watched a video the other day of a guy saying, you know, can you succeed in Sprinter van expediting? Well, how the hell would he know? He's never done it. He's got 32,000 subscribers. He sells books and everything, and he's telling you whether you can succeed in something he's never done. Interesting. Alan and I do it. There's your difference. You're actually talking to people who go out and actually do it. This is a rare video of me sitting in the house. Most of the time I'm in the van. I'm working. And that's how you tell who's doing it and who's not. If you're in a professional sound studio, doing books, and yeah, well, I'm not too fun. Like I say, those who can do it and the others teach it. And they charge an arm and a leg for it too. These are absolutely free. We're trying to get the word out to help you make money and not fail. We don't want you to make mistakes we see everybody making out there. It's unbelievable what people do because they think that's what they have to do. No, you don't. You can make money, but you got to put in the time. The most valuable asset you have in this business is time. When those wheels start rolling, that cash register starts cha-ching, and you're going to feel a lot better about it. But don't go out there and put yourself head over heel in debt getting in. That's the key to this. Keep your debt down, your profits up. You're in a business. You're a 1099. Okay? So How much do I make? 2,000 to 3,000 a week. Every week. Why? Because I drive. If you get out there and drive, you'll make that too. Now, is there occasions where I've had weeks that are worse than that? Oh, yeah. I have made as low as 900 a week and as high as 5,000. See? You can go up and down, but at the end is what matters. As long as it comes out to 6 figures at the end of the year, I don't care how I get there. That's what matters to me. And that's what should matter to you. You have a bad week, don't throw in a towel. Go try something different the next week. Learn the business. Learn to make the monies. So in the end, I make over 100 grand a year. I've done it every year, even as a courier driver. I've showed my washouts on here. People have seen it. Go back and look at other tapes. You will see me showing it and proving it. You can do it too. The only thing stopping you is you. When's the best time to get into expediting? Don't do it in the winter. There. Any other time, it's fine. Don't do it in the winter. It slows down. There you go. So don't do it in the wintertime, between Christmas and February, somewhere in there, January and February. Don't jump out here at that time. Your chances of failure are higher. Do it in the spring, right after, and make your monies. That way you'll be off at that time. Grinding and hustle, your hustle's got to be strong in this business like in any other business. That's true. Your hustle has to be strong. So myself and Alan, we make over 6 figures. You can too. The only thing stopping you is you. Like and subscribe. We'll tell you how it's done. This whole series of my videos is teaching you how to make money. Not how to go broke because someone tells you to go out and buy a new $50,000 van to make money. Bullshit. First of all, you're going to suffer all the depreciation. We saw a van the other day. It was a 2019 high-top extended Ford 350 Transit. Yeah, it's got 50,000 miles on it. He only wants 28,000. That's what he owes on it. This boy's delusional. He'll never get that out of that vehicle with those kind of miles. No one in their right mind is going to pay it. There's nothing special about it. Don't you go dig yourself that hole. I mentioned the insurance in the last video, where to get it. That's where you get your insurance. I'm not going to hide it from you. I'll tell you where to go. Until next time, this is Big D saying, let's go make some monies. Later, gang. I got monies to make on the road.